It's your girl Trudy and I have Kenaka. We have Martin Dean Kenya and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today tuko event ya Lady B inaitwa Unaweza. And
Yesu anaweza.
Yesu anaweza.
Anaweza.
Yes. Na tuko na Madam Saizet in the building.
Yeah, niko poa sana. Nimechoka lakini nimekuja kusupport my sister and yes.
Wow, you're looking amazing.
Asante.
Maybe tuambie, what is your relationship with Lady B?
Lady B tumejuana kutoka tukivuta ndomo na tukiokoka kwa Yesu. So that's why we are friends. We have known each other for many years. Yes.
What do you have for her? Like today umekuja kwa event yake na is there is something you prepared for her as a sister, a friend?
I've just come to celebrate her. She's the one with the spotlight today. Hata si perform, sifanyi anything. I've just come to support her. She's the one on the spotlight today. Yes.
Wow, so you're doing so well in gospel music industry. Maybe you give us the secret behind that. So many people are asking, kwani Saizet ni nini inafanya mpaka anagulo hivyo kwa gospel?
It's called the grace of God. The answer is Jesus Christ. Through him we get God the Father. So ni hivyo tu, ni Mungu tu, neema ya Mungu, and without God you cannot go anywhere. Yes.
Saizet, I would like to know also what keeps you going, because umekuwa like, hey, you have maintained since you get kwa gospel industry. Yani we maintain kabisa. What is that really thing that keeps you
maintaining
going?
What?
We maintain like kwa industry, like you are doing a good job.
Why mimi ni neema? Because being a mother, being a pastor, being a wife, being a singer, being an influencer, ni vitu mob at the same time. So can I say it's the grace of God that gives you the ability to balance and favors every small thing you do. Yes.
So is it another question? Like, how do you handle negativity? Because there's a lot of negativity around gospel artists. How do you go about it? Does it really get to you? Like, how do you manage to overcome such like things?
Jesus said, you'll receive so many blessings plus persecution. So persecution is part of the cake. You can't eat the cream and not eat the part ile meungua chini. So yote ni mema, yote Yesu ni yetu. Yes.
Yes, uliona pia wewe ni pastor, yani sijui una multitask aje kuimba bado una serve God pale, like hiyo kazi mimi nilikuwa nataka nikisema nikumita, I have to ask you that question.
Hey, kama nimesema I'm tired. I'm very tired. But you balance and to God be you just have to do what you need to do. Hakuna ku misbehave. You know how you waste time here and there? Hakuna ku waste time here and there, and then God gives you the grace to know what to do and what not to do. Yeah.
So have you ever been in a situation whereby maybe there's something maybe you wanted to do, maybe as a human being, and then ukakumbuka, mimi ni pastor, maybe I should stop at this point. Have you ever gotten yourself in such a situation?
Of course, yes. Kuna some instances where una feel haitakuwa appropriate, not because you are a pastor, but because you are a child of God. Yes.
What should you expect from Saizet? Because now tunajua wewe unagushanga zile ngoma. What should we expect now from you?
Akiwa ananiongelelea poa. What you should expect, let me just say, there's so much that mimi mwenyewe sikujipangia, ujikuta tu. So there's a lot of surprises because God, you can't predict God. Hata mimi unishtua. Yes.
In the next okay, you have a question.
Sasa kuna the moment huwa una post picture maybe ama video YouTube Facebook, there are some pictures huwa zinakuja hapo like comment section, mtu anatuma ile picha yako ya zamani. How do you react to such?
I love seeing my past. Hiyo picha ya kitambo napenda kuona cause inanikumbushanga mahali nimetoka na pia inanikumbushanga love ya God. Unajua, me I don't deserve to be a pastor, I don't deserve to be a singer ministering the music of God. So when I see that poster and then I see who I am now, wow, I'm like, oh gosh, God unaweza wakia msee juu. I never thought I'll even sing gospel, leave alone being a pastor. So I love seeing those photos because they remind me of the grace and the mercies of God. And now God is not a respecter of person. God si kama binadamu. Yani God anaweza kutoa kwa klabu umefuta ndomo kutumbaya na akuoshe na damu ya Yesu na kuredeem na kuanoint. Yani God ni mpoa, guys. God ni mpoa.
Apart from that, maybe how do you react to online bullying, whatever? Ama imewahi kufanyikia?
Of course, but if you are doing something for God, persecution lazima itakuwa. Yesu alisema, I think is it Mark? I think Mark or Matthew. Jesus alisema, you will receive a lot of blessings, everything you've left behind, double, plus persecution. So why should you want only good things? You understand? Persecution is good because it determining who is a true Christian and who is not a true Christian. So when people attack me because I'm preaching or singing or removing a demon or whatever, God is testing me. Will I stand for him?
Yes.
And when you pass the test, kuna kuanga na ka elevation. Kuna kuanga na kanaitwanga nini? God anakuinua to the next level. Kuna some goodies. Yes. You see, Jesus after being persecuted in the cross, he became the name above all other. Yani kulikuwa na elevation. Yes.
Na kulikuwa umetoa ngoma juzi na Peter Bless.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Hata wewe ni mzuri manze, wewe upromote song mpya. Na venye upromote song mpya tuko na song mpya na Peter Blessing. Uliza hiyo.
Nenda poa. Maybe what can you say because ukiangalia hakuna kiki ulifanya but ulipost tu video. I don't know, maybe how do you take it? Maybe is this a must that mtu afanye kiki ndio wimbo iende ama it's just
It's not a must. It's not a must. It's not a must because hiyo ni kudepend na strength yako na hiyo ni kugo kwa world, unaona? It's not a must. It's you just wewe achia tu vitu Mungu, lakini saa nyingine mtu unajikutanga you in a thing, people think ulifanya kiki na si kiki. You know, sometimes it can happen. People think you plant a kiki, but it was not a kiki. Like sometimes imejikuta in several places, people think I plant a kiki, but it was not planned. Me, circumstances just happened. Alafu nikakuta na trend, sale nimetoa song. Sijui you know how you get it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe the last question, you said that you used to act.
Yes.
Una act sana, me I used to follow. But nowadays
Narudi, mama. You know, I was sick. I was very sick, my dear, for a very long while. I was very, very sick. Hata ni neema ya Mungu, by the way, because I was very sick from 2015, 31st. That was the first time I was diagnosed with high blood pressure, and ni venye God ameni-sustain, watu waku notice sana, na pia God ame-sustain the artist size 8. That's why mnaonanga nikiongea sana kuhusu neema ya God, kwa sababu acting I had to drop it because I couldn't balance the you know, I couldn't balance everything, so I had to drop acting, but I'm coming back because God has really improved my health. Ime-improve sana. I had a very bad scare in March. I was rushed to hospital, almost dying, March this year actually, and but from then on, since I started my prayer meeting in town, health yangu ime-improve sana because I have a prayer meeting every Friday in town. Yes.
I have the last one. Tumeona DJ Mo akiwa Dubai akifanya mambo yake huko. Sijui mbona hukuenda na yeye.
Alikuwa job. Alikuwa job.
So we are expecting him right now because ako kwa posta.
Anakam. Alikuwa job, alikuwa kazi, and unajua Mo ni businessman. Yeah.
So is it maybe a last question? In a recent interview ulikuwa umesema like wewe huwezi jiita bishop ama like these titles. Maybe I would like to know like sasa wewe tunaweza kurefer to as
Niteni tu sister size 8.
wow, okay.
Sister size 8 reborn.
Okay, this is Awilo yo. Na welcome. Tunakuuliza swali. Since you started the ministry of preaching, that ministry, hakuna venye watu wanakukejeli pale. People are saying that you are exaggerating it. How do you take those comments?
The comments are okay. Hata Yesu aliambiwa anatoa pepo na pepo. You know, we are to follow Christ. And hata kwa Bible nilikuwa nasoma Bible, alafu kuna mahali Yesu alirebuke the Pharisees. And then the whole town wakagang up against him, wakaenda kumtupa kwa cliff. So those are the things they are normal things. Jesus alisema, if people do not persecute you, then you are a false prophet. Unaona? So when you are persecuted, you know you are a true servant of God. And the best thing about persecution is a marketing strategy. You see? Ukiniongelelea kwa page yako, kuna mtu wako atanijua. So it is a good marketing strategy. Yes.
I mean, when people talk about you, it strengthens your faith.
Yes. Haukumbuki Paul alisema, we have received the mark of Christ. Wako happy. Yes, because persecution is part and parcel of the gospel. Even before I started preaching, God had to prepare me for persecution because it is part and person. You cannot just want the blessings of Jesus Christ and not the persecution he went through. You understand me? And that's what the problem with many Christians. You only want good things from God. And when sometimes he brings trials and tests to strengthen your faith, to test your faith, hautaki Mungu. You understand? So Jesus alisema, pick up your cross and follow me. So you must pick up your cross. The same way na fry Mungu amenifanya mimi ni celeb. Sasa tunajenga. Sasa ni mablessing. Mungu pia akikubali kunipitisha through persecution, pia hiyo nafanya nini? Napitia. Kwa sababu ufai kutaka pande moja ya Mungu peke yake. Yes.
One last question. There's a video you did recently, I think 1 month ago, with Mboya. Mboya.
Yes, kwa Diana Chachaz. Yes.
And that video, kuna venye leta tension kidogo, watu kama huku
angaliangi online.
People talked about it.
Okay, I'm not so much on social media. That's also one thing you should understand.
People talked about it, and then ilikuwa people were saying that maybe you are trying to do kiki with that video.
The same thing I've said. I don't do kikis. Boya just told me, Mama Wambo, pray for me. And I prayed for him.
So question was, why should you guys pray for Mboya on a live camera?
Si tulikuwa hivi kama wewe. Tunafanya interview. Katikati ya interview kinaambia Mama Wambo usiniombe, si nikamuombea. Venye sasa hiyo unaweza sema Mama Wambo ni kuniombe. Na kuombea. Sasa unaona wewe ukakimbia ukafikiria niki. That's what I'm telling you. Me, I find myself sijapanga kiki, sijafanya hizo vitu. Najikutanga tu place. Alafu watu wanadhani ni kiki but I also don't blame people because industry ya Kenya imegrow. In the I don't watu wa secular ufanya kiki, which is allowed, you know. In the secular industry you're allowed to do kikis and stuff like that. Unajua cause hiyo ni hawako showbiz, hawako ministry. So because of the rise of the industry and the kikis, now everybody thinks everybody does kikis. You understand? But kikis for the secular industry is okay because wako showbiz, wako ministry. You understand? They are there to make money. So mtu akipiga kiki yake safi na kwa secular, yako hapo kutengeneza do. Unani understand? Lakini sisi watu wa gospel ndio tunaambiwa kidogo usifanye. Unaelewa?
So what do you expect from you since you are a gospel artist, the same time you are a bishop?
I am a servant of God. I am Sister Saizate. Sometimes I sing, sometimes I preach, sometimes I help the needy, sometimes I act, sometimes I just sit down and counsel people. It's all because of serving God. Yes.
Thank you so much. Nikimaliza the
huyu hapo na mambo lakini zilete tu.
Okay, nikimaliza the last one. This year during election, what can you tell our leaders, youth there outside, everybody?
Elections is please, number one, let me talk to Kenyans. Go and vote. Number one, go out and vote. It is your democratic right. Don't just sit on your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, unaweka tu you are a keyboard warrior. No, take your and go vote, and don't vote tribal. Vote according to somebody's manifesto. Soma manifesto ya mtu, enda na hiyo manifesto waambie Mungu sasa nielekeze. You understand? We must be active members who are Christians but active members in the society so that we as Christians we bring godly change. And then another thing, usiwahi chukua mawe ugonge msee. Kama we ni wa UDA, well and good. Kama we ni wa Azimio, well and good. We are still at the end of election, we are one Kenya. Kumbuka, hii Kenya ni moja. Hata asante sana kwa hiyo swali. Na hii mambo ya kutaka kushikana mashati because huyu ni wa Azimio, huyu ni wa UDA. Hapana. Wewe ukikuja wewe ni wa UDA ni sawa. Wewe ukikuja wewe ni wa Azimio ni sawa. We are still Kenyans. We vote here UDA, we votia Azimio, but we remain to be si hivyo.
Sisi hapa kuna swali imetokelezea.
Ai hapana wewe huyu ana maneno sio?
Kuna swali imetokelezea na hii swali imeulizwa social media sana. Since you are sister size 8, unaweza tujibu because you are a woman of God. Yeah, sure. Wajakoya anataka president and then he claims that legalize bang, and people were saying that people of God wamenyamazia story, wajiongelea watu wachache wajiongelea story. You are one of them.
Na mimi bado sitaongelelea hiyo story because I don't like as a servant of God I don't like talking about politics a lot because my congregation has people from all parties. All I just tell people is vote according to the leading of the Bible. Soma Bible. Ula na align na hiyo Bible yako. Manifesto yake na align na Bible. Votia huyo. You understand? Let God lead you. Yes, because you know there are people of I pray for people of UDA, I pray for people of Azimio, I pray for people of every kind. No. I'm not supposed to be partisan. I'm supposed to be in the side of God. You understand? So ile side God atakuwa ndo mimi nitakuwa sina shida na mtu yoyote Kenya. Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Pige picha.
Okay, sawa.
We love you. We like